If you haven't been called, don't go. If you haven't been asked, don't question why. If you're invited late, simply decline. Understand that you are never truly part of their plan. They're merely using you for their convenience. Recognize this.
If you haven't been called, don't go. If you haven't been asked, don't question why. If you're invited late, simply decline. Understand that you were never truly part of their plan. They're merely using you for their convenience. Recognize this, and don't waste your time with such people. There are far more important things you need to achieve.
Wherever, when you show anger to others, you give them control over you. This means you're beginning to lose your focus. So never waste your time on arguments or trying to explain yourself to those who don't deserve an explanation, especially when you've already done so time and time again. Keep your focus, protect your energy, and prioritize what truly matters in your life.
Never lose your self-respect for someone who doesn't care about your feelings and emotions. Self-respect is the foundation of a healthy and fulfilling life. It is the sense of worth that comes from recognizing and honoring your own value in relationships, whether romantic, familial, or professional. Maintaining self-respect is crucial. However, many people find themselves compromising their self-respect for the sake of others, especially when they feel emotionally attached or obligated. This often occurs in situations where the other person does not reciprocate the same level of care or respect. It's important to understand that losing your self-respect for someone who doesn't care about your feelings and emotions is detrimental to your well-being and personal growth. The importance of self-respect. Self-respect is integral to your identity. It shapes how you see yourself and how others perceive you. When you respect yourself, you set boundaries that define what is acceptable and what is not. These boundaries are essential for protecting your emotional and mental health. Without them, you become vulnerable to manipulation, disrespect, and emotional harm. In any relationship, self-respect is the key to mutual respect. It sets the tone for how you expect to be treated. If you value yourself, you attract people who will value in return. On the other hand, if you compromise your self-respect, you open the door to being treated poorly. This can lead to a cycle of emotional neglect and mistreatment, which can erode your confidence and self-worth over time. Recognizing when your self-respect is at risk. It can be challenging to recognize when your self-respect is at risk, especially in relationships where you have strong emotional ties. However, there are certain signs that indicate you may be compromising your self-respect. One of the most common signs is when you find yourself constantly prioritizing someone else's needs and desires over your own. This may involve making sacrifices that you wouldn't normally make, or tolerating behavior that you know is unacceptable. Another sign is when you feel the need to constantly seek validation or approval from the other person. This can lead to a situation where you are constantly trying to please them, even if it means going against your own values or desires. In such cases, you may find yourself doing things that make you uncomfortable or unhappy, just to avoid conflict or to gain their approval. Furthermore, if you notice that your feelings and emotions are consistently disregarded or dismissed, it's a clear indication that your self-respect is being compromised. When someone doesn't care about your feelings, they are essentially telling you that your emotions are not important to them. This lack of empathy and consideration is a sign that the relationship is imbalanced and unhealthy. So never compromise and lose self-respect.